I swear, some of the dumbest people I've met go to the top universities. That was a shock to me because in Korea, I don't know what it's like outside of Korea. I told you guys that I went to a really competitive high school. The main goal of high school would be getting into an in Seoul university. We have a term in Seoul, which means like a university inside of Seoul. But gosh, I was programmed to think that in Seoul would mean you're smart. I'm not trying to generalize because I have indeed met very smart people, but there's a very big difference between being book smart and street smart. The majority of the people that I've met were book smart, or just only book smart. Being street smart is way better than being book smart when you're navigating life. And that was not taught to us when we were in middle school or high school. I feel like, especially in Korea, we easily tie intelligence to labels, such as university names, job titles, company names. And I met some of the dumbest men who were people who graduated from the top universities in Korea, like SNU, people who were literal doctors. Bro, some of these people were so out of touch, they could not read a room. But this perception of if you graduate from a top university or you go to a specific company or you have this specific job title, you are considered smart. I think this perception is so deep-rooted in Korea that it's really hard to escape. I'm a victim of it. I recently got into grad school, and I'm not gonna lie, I did apply because of the name value, but also I really liked the program itself. It was close to my place. It just made sense to apply. But the reason why I applied to that uni was also because of the name value itself too. Not 100%, but it was still in the reasons. It just got me thinking, the gap between this perception and reality, just because you're in a top school doesn't automatically mean that you are smart. I think it just means you passed a certain system very well. And the gap between this perception and reality is bigger than people want to admit. The older I get, the less I focus on these titles, and the more I focus on is whether you're consistent or not, whether you can read a room, whether you can, crack a joke without making other people feel bad. Like, those are the things that I consider smart. I wanted to yap about this on my way to uni, but I am so late.